I tried like 5 takes of this other video that is going to be a very meaningful video, but what I found was that I can't make it right now. And like that's a tough thing, and like I have not utilized my creative expression too much in different areas of my life until recently. And now I follow my intuition. When something is flowing, I try to make a video about it. However, what I found was that I was having this insistence that I needed to make this video. And it's almost not it isn't an inherently bad insistence. It's really was an anticipation and excitement, which came from fleshing out the idea. But one of the very important elements of how I do videos on this channel, and I've only divvied from this like one time, and that was because I wrote a whole long piece. One of the very important elements is that I try to be candid, and that I just get on and I do as many takes as it takes, which is usually like only once, twice, 3 times, just to talk about something I wanted to talk about. So now I'm making this video because I had this experience where I really, really wanted to make a video about belief and how vital belief is to how we experience our lives. And now I realize my frustration in trying to make that video was a gigantic green or red flag, or however you want to view it, a gigantic neon sign that said, not right now, do it later. And I think our intuition is that guiding compass that we can listen to. This one guy I listened to, he made a video, he's like, if it ain't flowing, I ain't going. And that's very true. So I think that in the branch of your life that is creative expression, which I would view as a need, by the way. And if you're not using it, then you're probably living your life through your programming still, and that's okay. There comes a point where you kind of have to self-evaluate and realize, like, wait, why don't I have any sort of creative expression? And it's not because you don't have something to give, even though it might feel that way. It's just you haven't found what it is yet. And the only way to find out what it is to just give the smallest idea in your brain, give it a whirl. I went through like a whole bunch of different hobby-like activities to find what I really enjoyed as a creative expression, which my creative expression is monologuing at a camera, making these short videos that I hope is meaningful to one person, or maybe more, but at least one person. I just want to be that voice of reason, or voice of like someone that you can easily relate to, because I remember when I was growing up, that's all I wanted. That's all I wanted, was someone that I could talk to candidly and have them relate and not judge. So yeah, so this video about insistence and about creative expression came from trying to make a video about how your beliefs dictate your reality. So I think this shows that life happens how it's meant to happen. And insistence, in a way, is resistance. So if it's not flowing right now, then it means that that idea must come to fruition at a different time in your life. Don't beat yourself up about it. It's just not meant to be right now. It doesn't mean that it won't happen in the future. I've got a few ideas that I was really excited to talk about that I haven't or haven't come to fruition yet, but that doesn't mean that they're not going to. Maybe they're really, really special ones, and maybe they will be ones that I spend some time, like premeditated, like or post editing. What's it called? Post production editing. Like maybe those will be that kind of video. It's just too much right now to talk about candidly. But anyway, so yeah, insistence can be resistance, and it can be a gigantic sign for you to just let that idea simmer, come back to it later, find something else. Let it go for now. Just let it go, and then come back to it later when it's appropriate, when it feels right. Because if you force your artistic expression, then you've sacrificed part of that artistic expression to do that. So I love you, and take care out there.